right, thanks for tuning in. I'm out here bright and early on a Friday morning. I was the only truck at the boat ramp, which is very surprising. Just gonna start out on hitting points until I find fish. I'm here after a cold front. I probably should have wore a jacket. I'm a little chilly. It's been overcast and kind of rainy the last few days. And I know it's going to affect the fishing. That was a terrible cast. I'm trying to get up underneath these overhanging limbs. There he is. It's a decent spot too. Not giant, but decent fish. Little spot. That tells me something. There we go. Another one. Largemouth. Not a bad largemouth either. Nice, I don't know, pound and a half, 2 pounds. The Spro E-Pop. Every color they have is good. Just pick a color. You know, every day they might want something just a little bit different as far as color goes. Boy, they get really particular sometimes when there's this much bait around. Oh, there he is though. Oh, that's fun. It's another largemouth. Isn't that something? Two largemouths out of the same spot. Hey, 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 hey. Not bad. You know, not giant, but I'm not complaining. Man, I love the topwater fishing. I just had a fish take a swipe at my topwater and I didn't get him. So I know he's there. There he is. There This is on the jig head and a fluke. Boy, this is a nice one too, evidently, because it's really pulling. Oh, it's a stinking catfish. That's not what hit at my topwater. If you watched my last couple of videos, the catfish just won't leave me alone. I mean, they literally will not leave me alone. Open your mouth. Catfish. Man, I thought it was a big old spot. I know the spot's there. Oh, there he was. Darn, I didn't get him. There, I got him. It's another stinking catfish. It's a jumping catfish if it is. No, it's not. It's a nice fish. It's a nice bass. There we go. That's what I was after. I threw my topwater in there and I swiped at it, but I never caught the fish. Nice spot. Nice one. Almost certain. Sometimes they'll just slap at it. You know, there's so much bait. There we go. Ooh, it's another decent bass. Ooh, it's a nice one. It's a nice one. Nice spot. 2-pounder. So what's made the difference is if I see bait flipping around on the surface, which means they're spawning here in this area on these rocky points, then there's going to be fish. I'm going to move off to another point here in a second. See if I can pick up one more. That was a productive point for me. A catfish and 2 nice spots. Can't complain. So this little rocky point I'm fishing here is really snaggy. But if you're not getting snagged once in a while, you're not fishing in the right spot. Man, I can't believe. Don't know what I've got. It's a fish. Ooh, it's a nice, great big old spot. He's spawned out. It's a long fish though. So I'm just making long casts out on this big flat. I mean, there's a point in there with rocks where I'm sure I just missed one. I'm sure the shad were spawning. There was another fish following that fish, which is a good sign. There we go. Oh, it's a monster. It is a monster. That fluke right in the top of the mouth, boy, it's a nice one. Nice one. The hard part is they're scattered. They're chasing bait out on this flat, so you really don't know where to cast. You know, I'm just blind casting. They could be anywhere. But that's two on this flat. Might have been a gar. Got him that time. Oh, he jumped and spit it. Darn it. So there's a lot of manufacturers that make a fluke style bait. Just pick one. They all kind of do the same thing. There's a million different colors, a million different sizes. Just experiment. You got to come out and experiment. Just depends on the size of the bait the fish are feeding on that day. You know, and some days they prefer a bigger bait. Some days they prefer a smaller bait. You got to come out and experiment. Same thing with color. You know, I'm using white with a chartreuse tail, but there's probably 1,000 different colors that'll work. Oh, there he was. Darn it. There we go. Giant. Just a little guy, but it's good to see little ones like this. You know, they're reproducing. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be another one on this point. Oh boy, it's a big one. Boy, that fish really jumped. Boy, it's a nice one. That's a nice 2.5 pounder. And I'm gonna have to get a new fluke. I've only really been out here a couple hours. I've done okay. Can't complain. Man, I love doing it. I love fishing this way. There we go. Oh, there's a big one with him. Oh. This fish just spit up a big old shad in my boat. I'll get it here in a minute. I want to show you. If you look in that fish's mouth, you'll see a big old, I believe that's a blueback herring. And that is why this fluke works so well, because it looks just like one. Same size. This is a better fish here. Ooh, yes, this is a good one. Pulling a little drag on me. Oh, yeah, that's a nice one. That's my biggest spot of the day. Look at the colors on that fish. Isn't that beautiful? That might be a 3-pounder. I'm telling you, this jig head and a fluke is effective. I mean, it works. It's 9:30 in the morning here. I told myself that's as long as I was giving myself. Need to go home and get some sleep. There he is. Oh, it's a nice one too. It's a good fish. I don't know what it is, but don't be a catfish. How did I know? How did I know? Oh well, a fish is a fish. Boy, the old kitty cats fight good. It's not even that big of a cat. All right, thanks for tuning in. Jig head and a fluke is one of the simplest lures known to man, but man is it effective. I've caught a lot of fish fishing this way. Right now, when the baits, the shad spawn is going on right now, and when the bait's at the size that it is right now, it's just about perfect match for this. But thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.